Okay, let's go to the internets and see what the people are asking. What do the Obama equal Hitler signs have to do with the Republican position on health care reform? Yeah, Rush Limbaugh's been hitting the Obama equals Hitler. Boy, that's a 6
off
months.
limits,
Yeah.
off limits bill period. I think we all know that.
Well, actually, it would be great if you said that publicly, that what Rush Limbaugh is saying is off limits.
This is public.
No, but I mean,
This is pretty public.
Nobody
has a right to use Hitler if it doesn't live up to the atrocities he did. It's simply off limits, and it shouldn't be used in politics unless it's a Holocaust.
And there were people saying that Bush was Hitler as well, so we should denounce both at the same time.
But right now, are you both denouncing Rush Limbaugh for saying that?
I would denounce the statement. I'd never heard Rush Limbaugh say it. So.
Okay, but if I promise he did say it.
And I promise you, I don't listen to Rush. But the fact is, we both denounce it. That's wrong.
You do.
Any
and let me say
like
this,
that would be
Arianna,
wrong.
you know, all this, these people are going crazy in town meetings. I had 11 of them. I hosted of them. I had Democrats and Republicans. I didn't see any of this hate mongering. I really would frankly say that it's probably Rahm Emanuel and the White House and the spin machine trying to make anybody who opposes Obamacare an extremist.
Oh, Jack,
No,
really,
but Jack, I don't think it's that. I've seen,
Why didn't anybody cover my town meetings? I had great town meetings. I had hundreds of people come.
But we've seen a lot of them on TV. I mean, there's a lot of them where people are just shouting.
I think the press is going to do whatever they can to try to make the fringe as the ones who are the mainstream opposing Obamacare.
You're right.
But that's
you
not
know what?
true.
I
have a lot of Democrats in my district who don't want socialized medicine.
You took a picture holding a T-shirt that said, R.I.P. the U.S. Constitution. And you actually have it on your Flickr account, which is very cool. But my question is, do you really think that the U.S. Constitution is dead?
You know what I think? I think when a young college girl comes up to me and she wants to be an activist and she's concerned about the Constitution being eroded, I think I, as her congressman, should encourage her to be active. And you know what? People come up to you all the time with T-shirts, and this is a young woman who actually has been attacked and assaulted and called all kinds of things. I mean, they don't like the messenger, so they've been going after the woman. They don't like the message, so they've been going after the messenger.
Because of that one anecdotal thing?
Well, no, I mean, here's this 19-year-old girl. She comes up to me. She says, I'm really worried about the czars because it is in the face of Article 2, Section 2 of the Constitution and other things, and she's being thoughtful. She's being intelligent. And she's getting called. If you've seen these left-wing blogs, I think you would join me in denouncing them, and I hope you would.
No, you see, I honestly think that for you, as a congressman, to actually accept in any form whatsoever that the U.S. Constitution is under siege is a problem. You know, Rush Limbaugh unfolded
the Constitution was under siege when we were tapping phones and torturing people.
And we should have the outrage for that. And when a president goes out and ignores Section 2, Article 2, which says that the president is supposed to seek the advice and consent of the U.S. Senate before naming his principal officers, he goes out and appoints 34 czars.
Jack,
I think you can make the...
But czars started with Nixon. It's just a term, czar.
The Senate took a task for it, though. They actually introduced legislation on it.
I know, but this is the way our government works. You know this. I mean, to say, first of all, a czar is scary because there's only one of them.
First of all,
to have 34 czars means that power is diversified, so it's not scary. See, it's the opposite of what is scary about a czar.
Yeah, but these are some flaky people. Let me say this. First of all, I'm very glad that you are reading my Flickr and my Twitter and my webpage. I feel good about it, but I also feel that a young college activist, be they on the left or the right, I don't think they should be attacked for their beliefs, and I don't think I should turn around.
I think they should be educated. I think they should be told the truth.
She's being educated.
But Arianna, the truth is, every generation faces its challenge to protect and defend the Constitution, or the next generation won't get it.
Right.
And that means
That's
that
fine.
free
That's
speech...
not what the T-shirt said. It said it's dead.
Well...
But the difference is that...
Free speech at every point has to be people's right to exaggerate, people's right to be scared. I had a town hall meeting early on in the Bush administration in which I brought in the cabinet, assistant cabinet officer involved in border security, Issa Hutchinson, if you remember. And I had people come there with big signs, John and Ken here from LA, and a whole group of people with signs that said, tag them, bag them, and deport them. Now, I didn't like the signs, I didn't like the yelling, I didn't like the fact that we had to have SWAT teams because we had 1,500 more people than we'd anticipated. But you know what? We found a way to get through the civil debate. They were heard, and I took that back to Washington. I didn't necessarily agree with everything I heard there, but I took it back to Washington. The same thing goes with every challenge to the Constitution. And when the left said, with the right, including Bob Barr and others, that the Patriot Act was a problem, that it was wrong, that it was a pent-up group of FBI and other people who just wanted a bunch of new tools, it was a left and right trying to defend the Constitution with the ACLU and the NRA. That is part of America.
And I voted with Butch Otter and those guys who were trying to make the Patriot Act, you know, more constitutional or less intrusive or whatever way. You would be very proud of me.
All I'm saying is that there is a lot of ugliness out there. And I think it's incumbent on members of Congress to actually dissociate themselves from that kind of ugliness, because, you know, otherwise you're feeding the flames. And if something horrible happens, you're not going to be legally responsible, but you're going to be morally responsible.
And you're not feathering your own nest, because that's not where the country is moving.
Arianna, I'll give you one example just to show that listening to constituents is one thing. How about when President Bush did his first State of the Union and the Democratic leadership left 4 empty seats because they wanted to make a protest that the census had disenfranchised 4 Democrats that weren't elected as a result of it. This was an organized Democratic leadership with Nancy Pelosi back in 2001. They were making a statement by leaving 4 empty chairs. They were madder than hell, and they said it right on national TV with the president there. I respect the fact that they can have that opinion and voice it. That's part of our Constitution.
Gotta go. Thank you very much, everybody. Great job.
Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, audience. We'll see you again next time.